Last time an astronaut ever set foot on the moon was back in 1972. Apollo 17 was the last manned mission to the moon. After 50 years, 16th November 2022, NASA finally launched an unmanned spaceflight, Artemis 1, to the moon, kicking off the Artemis program after a couple of previous tries. Now, what is this Artemis 1 and what is the Artemis program? So, before any further ado, let's see how mankind has come together once again to go back to the moon and beyond. What is the Artemis program? To answer this question, first let's go back in time. A very long time ago, in around 1961, then President of the United States of America, President John F. Kennedy, said in a keynote speech that he wanted America to land the first astronauts on the moon, which led to NASA's Apollo program. After a series of missions came the Apollo program, which was designed to land humans on the moon and bring them safely back to Earth. Finally, in July 1969, Apollo 11's Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin made the historic first landing on the moon. In the following years, the Apollo program sent 12 astronauts on the moon. The Apollo program was surely a big milestone of space exploration. To know more about the Apollo program, you should definitely visit our Cosmic Kids Club platform. Now, let's come back to 2022 and answer the question. What is the Artemis program? It is somewhat similar to the Apollo program. The name Artemis itself means twin of Apollo. The Artemis program is an exploration led by NASA. However, Artemis is also partnered with 3 agencies: ESA, JAXA, and CSA. Artemis is a robotic and human moon exploration program. With the help of the Artemis program, NASA is going to land the first woman and the first person of color on the moon. The Artemis program aims to use their complex, innovative technologies to explore the moon further and to establish long-term presence on the lunar surface. After exploring and landing astronauts back to the moon, the next big step or giant leap would be sending astronauts to Mars. Mankind has never set foot on Mars. And imagine what a feat it will be for mankind to leave a footprint on the Martian surface. Recently, humanity made history on 16th November 2022 as mankind once again began its journey to the moon and beyond. Artemis 1, the first space flight in NASA's Artemis program, was launched successfully around 11:34 a.m. Indian Standard Time.
Rise together, back to the moon and beyond.
Artemis 1 is an uncrewed moon orbiting mission that will allow human exploration to the moon and Mars. This will be done by testing the Orion spacecraft that will carry astronauts from Earth to the moon and back in different spaceflight environments. The main purpose of this mission is to ensure the spacecraft's re-entry, safe descent, splashdown, and recovery prior to future manned missions of the Artemis program. The Orion spacecraft was carried by powerful rockets, also known as the Space Launch System. The launch was the first test for the SLS system. This mission will last just over 25 days and travel 1.3 million miles and has a target splashdown of December 11, 2022. This is all so exciting and impressive, but why go back to the moon and what is the point of the Artemis program? Space exploration is a way to understand the world around us. Actually, not only our world but our universe for the benefit of mankind. Artemis focuses on going back to the moon after 50 years because technology has advanced a lot since the 1900s, and this provides mankind another opportunity to make many scientific discoveries that can also bring economic benefits and inspire the new generation of explorers. Also, NASA plans on building an Artemis base camp on the moon and Gateway in lunar orbit. Gateway will be a lunar station in lunar orbit, something like the ISS that orbits our planet Earth. Just like how the ISS developed over the years after its launch, similarly, the Gateway will develop as the missions progress over time, which will allow multiple human missions at the same time. The Gateway will remain in orbit around the moon for more than a decade. The Gateway will also help provide access to all parts of the moon, which the Apollo program couldn't do. Crucial part of this mission is that once the Orion spacecraft docks, some astronauts will remain at the Gateway and continue research, and some will go to the Artemis base camp on the moon with the help of a lunar lander. The purpose of the Artemis base camp is to allow astronauts to live and work on the moon. It would include a modern lunar cabin, a rover, and a mobile home. This is a new era where technological advancement will finally help humans learn more about our universe and probably build civilizations on different planets. So, my friends, get ready with your suits on for a wholesome journey to the moon with the Artemis program.